A very good morning, students. This is your English teacher Benu Sehrawat and I welcome you all to RKP online classes. So, by now we have already learned about the different types of sentences. Okay? So, in this video we will be talking about transformation of sentences. Okay? For example, transformation is what? Transform means like there is something and we change it into something else. So that is called transformation. Okay. So now when we talk about transformation of sentences, that means there is a positive sentence, affirmative sentence, and we have to change it into negative sentence. Or for example, the sentence is interrogative and we are supposed to change it into affirmative, or it is exclamatory sentence and we are supposed to change it into affirmative sentence, right? So this is called transformation of sentences. All right, so I have written a few sentences here, all right, and we will change them into negative. Okay, so have a look at the sentences, beta. What kind of sentences are these? Very good. These are all affirmative sentences, positive sentences. Okay, so now we will transform them into negative sentence. Okay, negative is what? Where there is the use of not or no. All right. So let's start transforming all these sentences one by one. All right. First is Prabha is my classmate. So I have taken a very simple sentence in the beginning. Okay. So you don't find it really hard. Okay. So Prabha is my classmate. So to make it a negative sentence, we will just add a not here. Prabha is not my classmate. Good? Very nice. Next sentence is she plays tennis on Sundays. Okay. Alright, you may be thinking that why I have written Sundays. Okay, I have not written it by mistake. I have written it purposely. Okay, so it's a good way to know more things in one topic. Alright, more than one thing. So Sundays, when we say Sundays, that means every Sunday. Okay, every Sunday, all Sundays. Right, she plays tennis on Sundays. Now beta, now you need to pay attention here. Whenever the verb is in simple present, okay, that means it has S or ES, and sometimes it doesn't have S or ES when the subject is plural. Alright, so what are we supposed to do here? It will be changed into do not or does not. Okay, now if you see here, she is a singular subject, right? So it will take does not play. Okay, does not play. Suppose it had been they play, because with they is a plural subject, so S will be removed, right? They play. In that case, we will say they do not play. Is that clear? Singular subject. Okay, when the verb has S or ES with it, it will be converted into does not plus verb first form. Alright, and when the subject is plural, it will be do not plus verb first form. I hope it's clear to you now. So it will become she does not play. Please take care of this thing. When we use does not or do not whatever, we will remove the S from here. We will not put S here. Okay, so does not play on Sundays. Okay, she always helps me. Better now, see, don't cram the rules that if it has to be transformed into a negative sentence, that means we have to use not only. No, that is not the case in every sentence. Okay, now whenever you have always, it will change into never. Never. Okay, that is the antonym of always. Okay, so it will become she never helps me. Okay, or we can also say here she doesn't ever help me. If you want to use doesn't here, you will use ever with it. She doesn't ever help me. Okay, otherwise the sense will be changed, right? Now next is he bought a book. He bought a book. Now this is simple past tense, right? Bought, that is second form of verb. Now remember I told you if the verb is in simple present, we will use do or does with not. Okay, and if the verb is in simple past, it will become did plus verb first form. Is that clear? Did plus verb first form. He did not. And with did, we always use first form. He did not buy a book. Okay, now next one is everybody likes him. Now again, I have purposely taken this tricky sentence here. Everybody likes him. Now what do you think? How are we supposed to transform it? Should we do it like this? Everybody doesn't like him. No, that sounds weird. Okay, so instead of that, we should say nobody likes him. Okay, if you see, sense remains the same, right? So we'll say nobody likes him. So so the main idea here is just don't cram the rule that yes, we have to use not, the word not here. No, please read the sentence carefully. Like here I said always, we did not use doesn't or do not whatever. Here also, right? So accordingly, see the sense, see the sentence, and accordingly you should transform your sentences. So I hope these sentences and how are we supposed to change them, that is clear to you. So next we are going to change these sentences into interrogative sentences. Now interrogative sentence is the sentence which asks us a question. Okay, right? So in which there is a question, and it always has a question mark at the end. Now my mother baked a cake. Beta, if you remember, I told you in the last portion of the video that whenever the verb is in simple past, we use did if we change into negative, right? So the same way we will be using the verb did plus verb first form if we are changing it into an interrogative sentence. Now in interrogative sentences, the helping verb will come in the beginning of the sentence. Okay, so here past simple form of verb, so it will become did, then our subject, Did my mother, and with did we use first form of verb, right? Did my mother bake a cake? And a question mark. Alright. Next is her grandmother tells interesting stories. Now, here we have simple present form of verb. Okay. So, we will be using, as we used did here, what will we use? Very good. We will be using do, either do or does. Okay, depending upon the subject. Okay, so here our subject is singular and it has s with it, of course, so it will become does her grandmother tell. Now beta, see, whenever we use does, okay, whenever we are changing the sentence into negative or interrogative and we are using does, the s that was there initially, it will be removed. Okay, tell interesting stories. Okay, next is he has never helped me. Okay, he has never helped me. Now, when we change it into interrogative, the same way as I told you in negative sentence, we will not use the word never. Instead, we will use ever. Okay, ever. Now, here we have the helping verb has. So it will become, it will come at in the beginning. Okay, so has he ever? Has he ever? Not never. Has he ever helped me? And oh my god, I forgot the question mark. Okay, that means if I do like this, I will lose marks here. It's absolutely incorrect. My mistake. I'm so sorry. Alright, now that's correct. Alright, our next sentence is we should not eat junk food. Okay, we should not eat junk food. Now, this is our helping verb here. Okay, so should, one thing you have to take care of here, beta, not, should not, here it is together, but here after should we will be using the subject, should we, and not will come with the verb. It is always with the verb. Should we not eat junk food? Is that clear? So I hope you have understood how to change different sentences into interrogative, and here you need to take care of the verbs, helping verbs, basically whether you have to use did or do or does. Okay, so these are the important things here. So I hope it's clear to you now. Now beta, we will change the sentences into exclamatory sentences. Okay, now exclamatory sentences are those in which there is emotion. Okay, and we express our emotions using how, what. Okay, and there is an exclamatory sign at the end. Okay, there is the exclamatory sign at the end, and we can also make a sentence, an exclamatory one, by using different interjections like alas, wow, oops. Okay, so these are different emotions. Bravo, to express your emotions, whether you are sad or you are happy or you are disappointed, right, like that. So let's change the sentences into exclamatory now. Now first is, this is a beautiful painting. Now there are not only a single way to convert this sentence into exclamatory one. How? Let's see. I can say, what a beautiful painting this is, and exclamatory sign. What a beautiful painting this is. Okay, you have to take care of this thing, beta. The helping verb, that will come at the end. Okay, now another way of writing this is, I can use an interjection to express my feelings. I can say, wow, right? Wow. Now one more thing I want to tell you. See, when you use an interjection, there are two ways to use the exclamatory sign. See, one way is that you can use it here, okay, after the interjection. If you are using the interjection, exclamatory sign after the interjection, the first letter here will be capital. Okay, wow. What a beautiful flower. Now, if you are using the exclamatory sign here, we will use full stop at the end. Okay, we will not do this mistake, beta, that we are using the exclamatory sign twice in the sentence. Okay, and there is another way, that is, you use a comma here. If you use a comma here, this will be small. What a beautiful flower, and then there will be exclamatory sign at the end. Okay, so these are the two ways. Now next is, it is so funny. So now I can simply say, how funny. I can simply say, how funny. Okay, or I can also say, how funny it is. Alright. Now the next one is, it is very sad that he is ruined. Okay. Now it is very sad that he is ruined. Now there is the expression of sadness. So let's use the interjection alas. Okay, that is used to express deep sorrow. Okay, so alas, alas, he is ruined. Now you can see here, beta, that this part of the sentence, it is very sad that, this whole thing is replaced by our interjection alas. Alright, so this is how we can change different sentences into exclamatory. Now I hope this is clear to you. Now I want to talk about, let's take a few examples of imperative sentences also. Now imperative is when there is a request, an advice, or a warning, or suggestion. Alright, so these things are there, and the subject is hidden. Okay, I mean it is implied, it is understood. Okay, so let's say go there. All right, then open the window. All right, so if you see here, beta, go there. So whenever we use whenever we transform an imperative sentence, we will use don't. Okay, if we change it into negative sentence, it will become I mean we'll be using don't. Okay, like this, go there, don't go there, don't go there, open the window, don't open the window. All right, so I hope the transformation of sentences is clear to you. Still, if you have any doubt, beta, please do not hesitate to ask. Okay, thank you so much.